Hello and welcome to this episode where we'll be talking about the growth of Jomtien. Jomtien is a Chonburi region and is close to Pattaya. We covered a little bit of it in our Nong Noosh video back in February. However, some of you may have just found that now, as although the video passed the YouTube checks, was later taken down for copyright content, allowed YouTube to remove several bits of the content, took all day and all night, and then replaced it with YouTube music, which I guess was through AI. So that's back up there now if you want to go back and catch up on that, as well as a journey from Hua Hin round to Pattaya and then on to Jomtien. So forgive the pun and the play on words. Life's a beach until you marry one, etc. But if you've been to Jomtien pre-COVID, you may well want to consider coming back again, because they're doing the very best to keep you here. Where for us it was always a stage point where you come to here or Pattaya, where it would be easier to hire transport to go further on around Thailand. The beach is quickly transforming Jomtien. Whether it's for the best, we'll have to wait and see. But it is still quite easy to navigate with the beach road and the second road. Though I don't think it'll be long before there's a third road. But even if you're on the second road, it's only a 10-minute walk down to the beach. So it's around noon at the moment, and at Jomtien beach the sun has burnt off the haze. And I spent 2 hours this morning looking for bike hire, and I got the last Honda Scooty. It was alongside 6. So there's a shortage of bikes. They're not really outward or out on hire, but there's not as many bikes to hire out. A lot of the hire shops have closed down, and the hire shops that are there are wanting up to 600 baht for a bike when they used to be 150. But the Honda bike that we got is Wi-Fi start, and it's pretty new, and we just needed to get the Nong Noosh of our own time up there and come back. And the beach, as you can see, is not full at all. There's around 50 people walking along the beach, and around 50 more sitting under the shade of the umbrellas. So this is the new beach at the end of Jomtien. Well, not quite the end, but usually as far as most of the tourists go. Big tall buildings, the top of the skyscraper there. That is normally the end of the beach. There you just have a strip of sand, you know, so 5-10 meters along. No tents or deck chairs like there is there now. Now they've expanded the width of the beach, must have shipped loads of sand in. Well, these used to be at high tide. Water would come up to your feet on them first beds, and it was time to get off the beach. And pretty much that's where it would stay until the low tide come. But see the way they've set the beach out, you've got a good 50 meters, and then they've got the beach sloping. So it looks like the sea won't come up any higher than this point here. No, there. So all this will be dry, and looks like it's been dry as well. So we got rid of the car this morning, back to Avis Hire, 12 days, we've done 8 provinces. We went on public transport by private bus from Hua Hin to Pattaya. The Bell travel, so it was like 11 kilometers from Jomtien. Now the original travel company used to call it Super Suvarnabhumi. Used to get it from the airport, S on the logo, get a bus down for 180 baht and drop you off just 4 kilometers from here at the bottom of 10% road. But it looks like they haven't survived. They've gone. So anyway, a taxi from the Bell bus terminal. It's a massive terminal. They're starting to do different airports. They're starting to do other places in Thailand as well. 250 baht down to here. It's like £7.50 for 11 kilometres. That's not bad. and that gets you along to the Jomtien 12, which is about the middle of the picture. In the past, the beach has been used for things like the World Jet Ski Championships. Every November, on the original small strip of beach, the stadium will be set up on a pavement because that's permanent, while a bit of beach will be used to drag up the jet skis on. While you wait for the various events, and even had the one stands because the sea would come that high up. But now with a width of 50 metres, there's a lot more things they can do on the beach. And in February, you've got your beach football. In the month of March, you've got the music festival. Although it is only a 2-day event at Jomtien. Now in the past, if you wanted an all-over tan, you'd have to stand knee deep in the water to get that tan, because the beach, as narrow as it was, would be filled with the umbrellas in the seats, and you couldn't actually get direct sun unless you're on the pavement or stand in the sea. If you notice the box shape that's on the beach, this is an arena being formed. The earth movers have been in and riddled through the sand, and I watched the police go around with metal detectors, completely combing that area. Turns out it's for an upcoming music festival. As it's a free music festival, I had to wonder whether we're just inviting the many Thai bands that play around Thailand and music venues. Good musicians with pidgin English. Will there be an acoustic setup, or will they have an electricity, providing a light show or a fire show? This time there's not any advertising boards, and of course the best place to find advertising is on Facebook. Advertises a full month of March for the festival. It's actually only on Jomtien Beach for 2 nights. So this is our hotel, the Jomtien 12. We have a room in the back. It's 900 baht a night, and that's high season. For 1300 baht, they can have a room at the front with a balcony and a sea view. Except when you look out the window, it's just trees, and you can see trees all over Thailand. If you do want a sea view, you just walk out the front door. You can see it over the umbrellas or cross the road, and it's not a busy road like you are in Pattaya. They're quite easy to cross. And there's the beach, it's right there in front of you. So more than halfway along towards the south end of the beach. And the businesses are, as you can see, open. Might not be the same businesses as before COVID. But our shops will become fully occupied, which includes a lot of the new weed shops. And at sunset it'll set just over that point there. And it's normally nice, providing there's clear sky. So it's afternoon now, and it's around 30 centigrade, and the sun's bright. As you can see, it's ideal for crossing the road, even riding around in bikes, compared to Pattaya. And Pattaya's around 16 streets down and around the bend. So once you've had the morning on the beach, you're jogging, swimming, even playing volleyball, and the volleyball nets are there 24/7. The other thing is to grab a massage. Do all that before you have your dinner. So this is a Jomtien 12 after we've trashed it. Wardrobe Plenty of space. Big bed. Bedside lamps. TV. Fridge. But I love the glass bottles of water. It's a nice touch. There's an enclosed shower. Plenty of mirrors and good height on mirrors too. Well lit. And then safe box. Aircon built in, which was pretty cool and pretty quiet. And a nice touch is the key, which is like a magnet key. And that's it. We're off to the next destination. So this is the automatic on the Scooby. It's got long legs. It's a bit of a strain to get them in. You have to hang your legs out. But to start it, you've got the key in your pocket, so you're close by. You switch it on. Its dark lights will come on automatically. Hold the brake. And that's it, away. And it's good when you park up and you walk away and people will see it. Your lights is on. Well, at night they will. So your lights is on. They get about 10 meters away and the lights will just switch off.
The best traditional Thai massage place is in Jomtien, and the lowest price of 180 baht. But he has just put the price up to 300 baht, and it's still the cheapest around. Not easy to spot, just look for the dense foliage at the back of Welcome Street. You can get massage places around here at almost 2,000 baht, but that's not a traditional Thai massage, and the masseuses here will double to 4 by the time this video is out. This is Uga's place, back of Welcome Street, just next to the Eurasia. He's the best massage guy in Thailand. So good that I can't get into the next 7 days. Well worth looking for him. And the famous pair of cockatoos been here at least 10 years and onward. I see them on YouTube a lot. So if you're feeling a bit peckish, and this is one of a pair of cockatoos quite famous in Welcome Street and one of the restaurants here, and you're prepared to go a little further out, there's plenty of fast food vendors down by the beach, as well as sit down restaurants. And we've had many a nice meal here, and always try out the food at the hotel where you're staying. And for dinner we'll be bypassing 1,000 fast food and restaurants, all very nice, to go to a very popular seafood restaurant at the end of the beach. So at the southern end, just before the river comes down to the sea, you'll find a seafood restaurant. Go a little bit further and there's one right on the other side of the road as well. So two of them pretty close to each other, and they are highly recommended. So that's what they're using to dredge up the sand, build up the beaches. This place is well recommended if you're into seafood. Seafood Pattaya, but really still on Jomtien. This is at the southern end of Jomtien Beach. It's quite a big spot. It's about 5 or 6 o'clock now, so it's not as full as it will be when it gets darker. They do craft beers as well, so we'll see what they're like. So I've got the craft beer. They've come with the fish, and that plate's about getting on to 40 centimeters long. I mean, they've got spicy stuff and fresh chilies to put on, and this is sweet and sour and a deep fried sea bass in the sauce. So I've got to get at it before the flies take over. There's a few flies kicking about. So that's a pint of the craft beer, which is brewed on the premises, 500 mils. They do about 4 varieties, as well as your usual Chang, Singer, or even European Heineken. It's a big place, and at proper holiday times it is full.
Over there you can go and inspect your crabs. That's the crab tank. So it's a sea fish restaurant, Pattaya, which is in Jomtien. Big spider crabs. Oh, huge. 450 centimetre from leg to leg. About 25 centimetres from the head to the tail. I just thought you would have them in cold water. Probably a bit. They look like manga shrimp. There's a backward swimming shrimp or crab, but they look like manga shrimp. I've seen these going by on the plates, just legs and tentacles and limbs. Just look like my hair when I was a teenager. More up there. Your sole or flatfish or dabs. And look at these. I mean, that's a shell like an oyster. What's coming out of it? Yep, there's the oyster shell there, then it's like something you get in Ann Summers catalogue. And they've got shark. There's your groupers, they're popular. And they've got plenty of groupers. And the tanks go up like 3 stages high. Snails. So I'm glad the menu's got photos on, so you see what you're getting. Look at all them. That's the job that you want, isn't it? Putting string on the crabs. They're the bass, that's what I've had for dinner, is a bass. There's more bass. Right, them try to jump out. Prawns and your shrimp. Big shrimp and nippers. So I counted 30 staff. It's probably more than that there waiting on the table, so you're not waiting long. And the fast and efficient and helpful. And my meal cost 660 baht. The craft beer was nice, it was 190. That's more than what your normal Thai beer is. And it was more like a Belgian frabbois. The fish was nice, it was ventilated, so they took most of the bones out. So when you had the fish, the full skeleton was still there. So that price is probably mid-range. You can get cheaper if you get like your Chang, Leo or Singa beers. And if you went for the prawns, the shrimp, crab, trout's cheaper. And catfish, sea catfish, they were cheap. Okay guys, there's not a lot of go-go bars on Jomtien like this in Pattaya. But if you go down the beach road, turn up side 5 or side 6, go to the top and cross over the second road in an area called Rumpur Market. And that's where you would ask a taxi driver to drop you off. And that's a corner house music bar. It's been there for 10 years that I know of. Now, if you lived or cooked in Thailand, the market is a place you'd go to buy your ingredients. But you can also sit down and have food there. And it's very reasonable. There's also a buffet, self-service buffet at the top, which we wasted a few hours in there. I have no idea what we're cooking or how to cook it. It's just easier to let the Thais cook it. But the right hand side is around 30 open air bars.
Most have pool tables in, some have sports TV, and there's live music bands there as well. Now that's nicknamed the girly market. It's because there's more girls there than guys. You know, Mr. Trump would say that not all of them were girls. Now the lease run out on this whole area back in 2019, and they keep saying they're going to turn it into a hospital, but the tenants are still here. And the girly bars, they come alive at night time. As soon as it's dark, the neon lights come on and the music starts. And usually goes on to around 1 o'clock in the morning.
Lots of food, all different types of food. And it really comes alive at night. All the neon lights is up and the music kicks off.
Once the sun goes down, the beach becomes a whole different animal. Play your sport games and run around, it's a lot cooler and there's always a nice breeze. I've just added a couple of these shots of the moon in. This is how it lies, even the moon lies on its back in Thailand. But I'll just put this flyer in for you. It's the first international walking football competition. With the marathons, you can walk fast as long as both feet are touching the ground at the same time. I don't know how that would work with football, but anyway, it was cancelled in the semi-final when a guy had a heart attack and died. And the guy was from Australia, and you would think they would be used to the heat, but obviously even at night time playing football, there's still a risk. And these weren't young guys that were playing the football. But as the beach has grown, so has all along the complete beachfront. Empty spaces have become populated with restaurants, cafes, hotels, and resorts. And there's a lot more to see now than what was before COVID. But the width of the beach has led to a rapid growth. As soon as Thailand opened back up, the shops started to fill. May not be with the same owners, but they started to fill. And they started to build new shops, new premises, new apartments, new hotels, all the way along Jomtien Beach. It won't be long before it looks a lot like Pattaya.
So this is the two towers. 7 years ago it was just a bank, dirt bank. You used to scramble up on your bikes. Do a shortcut over to Pattaya.
So once you're over the bank, you're beyond the second road. You pick up the narrow country lane and you drive round a couple of ponds. These have now become a hotel and a condo. And you head down towards the Pattaya go-karting track. Keep on going and you come to Teppaset Road, and this is the main road that separates Jomtien from Pattaya. You cross straight over, follow that road down, and you pass the caddy shack, that's English owned. Good for accommodation, good for nights out, and they do a good roast dinner. And if you continue down that road, 15 minutes you're on Pattaya Beach. You've avoided all the police checks and the open wallet surgery. Of course, if the police listen to this vlog, they may set up a roadblock at the caddy shack. But if you ever see the brown shirts, the police gathering, just get off your bike and go and have a coffee somewhere. So if you want for the luxurious living when you come over, there's a lot of big businesses, corporations, building large 5-star accommodations all around Jomtien. And they're going up at a rapid rate. As the beach isn't just attracting thousands more tourists, it's also attracting the local Thais who are travelling down and staying on, usually for the weekend, before going back to the various towns where they came from and to work on Monday morning.
So I had to come down early just for me, where these people go and come from. No, they're still here. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and there's a group about 50 here, there's a group of a good 100 over there, and over there they've got their own music's playing with party lights. Pretty sure these are all the Thai people, so the domestics have reclaimed the beach. They're all night eating and went to bed. And
5-star hotels here. Jomtien 12.
Lots of food. Thank you.
Now at each end of Jomtien Beach you have the high-rise 5-star hotels. Over the years they've started springing up in the middle of the beach, and at the moment there's 5 constructions being built. And the second road also has big projects going on. So we'll just show you some glimpses of the 5-star hotels that's in the area. And they wouldn't be building these if they thought that they couldn't fill them. Even the old Jomtien market, towards the second road, there's a massive construction that just towers over you when you're in the market. You get a stiff neck looking up at it. And it must be around 70 floors.
Handcrafted. And if you look for it, that's going to be the landmark. All the way up there. And it steps down, steps up. Where it's well lit from the front road.
Would it take time to put flashy lights on the street to attract your attention? We'll make us well go and have a look in. Saw this coming down by taxi in the bus terminal. I think they call it Miami Market. It's about half a kilometre up from the Jomtien night market. Again, just masses of food. Never seen so much food on offer. Anyway, it's everywhere you go. Glass shrimp, about 4 or 5 centimetres. Cook your own food, but I don't know why. Well, that's that cheap to buy. Save the hassle of cooking.
But for me, the time didn't your eyes and a twist for the sun. Everything in mine, I feel all the soul you
Shakes. Fresh orange juice and ice. Making the drinks. Helmet crabs. Durian. I'm going to try some of that because I have no sense of smell. Not sure if it's Polish bakery, but first time I've had anything like that. Cooked snakehead. Fruit drinks, sticky rice. Sorry. Cakes. An illegal vendor for your marijuana. Bug City. These are cool, they make these. Cool Great. Wow. Some fish. All ready to go. Friday. Chicken there is fantastic. 50 baht. Which is about £1.25 for a meal. Usually like fish and chips. 100 baht. I had one in the restaurant last night, a red snapper. I think that was 390. So this is a lot cheaper than shop front restaurants. Look, 25 baht, 60 pence for a meal, stir fry. And just round the back of the new 7-Eleven. It's a big one here. Big car park you drive into. So I've munched the mushroom, which was like a bacon wrap around it to hold it together. It was barbecued, and then barbecue sauce put on it, and that was nice. And I'm halfway through this. It's either a Russian or a Polish type of pasty. This is a beef filling, but I had them with salmon filling and tuna filling as well. So that's all right. Baked potato, taste of home, garlic and cheese, and she says it's really nice compared to back home. So is the pasty. Pastry is lovely. And I had chicken and shrimp on skewers with batter. They were nice. And this two large bottles of Chon, 90 baht each. And chicken dinner, the salad, vegetables, sauce, 50 baht, 45 baht. The potatoes are dearest at 99 baht. That was the most expensive. And then we've got some their sweets, like which look like donuts. One may be custard and one may be chocolate. We'll find out. I thought this was like a pond plant. You get like the Canadian pondweed, but the grapes. And about 2 or 3 millimeter diameter. Sure, we'll try some. So this is one of the most expensive fruits you'll buy in Thailand. It costs you about 1,000 baht per kilo. And the fruit itself can be as big as a small pig. Can't eat it in the hotel because they won't let you.
Oh yes, I can smell it now.
You smell it now?
Yeah. As soon as the wind comes round, you're coming nowhere near me now.
Just a soft texture.
But the upcoming beach football, they are young athletic people. Various countries are involved. That takes place in February, with finals being in March in a proper grandstand stadium built on the beach.
So it's like one event is wrapped up and winding down. The next event's getting interesting because they're using the 2 pitches up there. And then when they get down to the quarter-final, semi-final and final, they'll be played here inside this stadium which is getting ready. Plenty of seats, and it looks like they'll get filled as well.
But we were to leave to go to Koh Chang before this event started. But this vlog's a bit of a 2.0 version, as I did return but to catch the music festival. So look forward to seeing some, maybe tin can, drum beats, some acoustic guitars, maybe some of the pub bands performing on the beach. Maybe a fire show. We'll just have to wait and see. It's a free event, you have to wonder exactly what it would be like.
เพลงนี้ชื่อ Retro 39นะครับ My phone's on the water, triggered by photos. Now I'm missing you. I wish I could tell her that I hate those shit that makes me wonder. Everything about us, or what could have been. Night on it, ฉันยังสำคัญใช่ไหมแต่ว่าปลายทางไม่เหมือนที่คุยกันไว้เธอเอาก็ว่าฉันเป็นแค่พี่น้องคนที่ทำให้เธอยิ้มคนที่ทำให้สงสารคนที่ทำให้เธอปวดร้าวคนที่ทำให้ประทับใจเอาเธอแค่คนที่ทำให้เธอรู้ว่าเป็นคนเคยได้รักคงอยู่ทุกวันอยากจะให้โอกาสเธอบอกกับเขาอีกสักครั้งทุกคน
ฉันเพิ่งเข้าใจว่ารักเป็นแบบนี้ ฉันเพิ่งเข้าใจเมื่อได้มา
So we're at the west end of the Jomtien beach and next to Pattaya, and we're going to drive along. Obviously on the left hand side is where all the businesses are, the right hand side is the beach, and you'll see that most of them are open. There's very few closed, so they've recovered really well, and 5 years ago I would say it was getting under half of them were closed anyway before COVID, so they bounced back. I've been looking for a tour shop to like travel somewhere else in Thailand. They seem to have gone. We're in a place there'll be cannabis shops popped up everywhere, loads of resort shops. But on the right hand side, where normally there'll be nothing much on this time of the day, at night time, you've got converted motorbikes, mobile kitchens all the way along. And even up the side alleys you've got these mobile kitchens to just drive around and set up shop, which must be a bit upsetting for the restaurants with the glass fronts, the shop front restaurants, because they're driving around and just beeping the horn and stopping. I've never seen so many in 13 years of coming to Pattaya, Jomtien, and I've never seen so many just setting up shop and selling food. But the beach is really full now, which I think tides. And they come down in the party and they put the big blankets out and have a big picnic. The Farang have got volleyball nets up, so they play volleyball by spotlight. So obviously they must be getting fed as well. So we'll drive along and you can see how busy that it is. We're widening of the beach at Jomtien has been a great catalyst for the recovery of Jomtien to a point where it's much better than it was before COVID. And all these events that the government's putting on are free. If you're stuck with me this long, thank you for watching. The next vlog will be a 2.0 version. Basically went home and come back for the music festival and the football. Turned out to be a great long weekend, providing you like music and football. Finishing off with a bike ride along the beachfront with Jomtien. Turned out it was 15 minutes long, so I've cut it down by half. We'll finish up with the Gentlemen's Club. If you want to see more of that, please subscribe. Yes, some people just want to die. The night market's still going strong. Vendors here with converted motorbikes. And the beach, if someone wants to get on the bus, lots of bus. in this way, and somebody takes their time to light up the street. Blue House, sure I've stayed there before. Beach Hop, definitely stayed there before. Is much wider here as well. The beach bottom is just a strip of sand, and the Thai fishermen will park the boats up properly on the pavement to take the boats out for fishing. Now that's got a 50-yard expansion. There's quite a few people on the boat, even though it's night time. Got picnic crowds on the beach. Stop here. The gentleman's club called Pussy the Walk.